if you want to save some money on discovery auto campaigns, Amazon reporting takes up to 72 hours to come through. So what most people tend to do is they would turn on the auto campaign. They may run low bids, low budget, and run it for a few weeks over time. And then they pull the report and it's polluted with loads of ASINs. If you're like me and you're in a rush to get data back, I like to do high bid, high budget, go 24 hours, then I'm going to wait 72 hours, and then I'll pull the results down, because then I get everything within that window. I know I've spent out on the first day, but I look to save money on the other 3 days because I've got to go back retrospectively and pull the data down so I know what I've got. You negate, you repeat the process, and you keep going through that. That's a good way to go aggressive but save money at the same time.
People usually use the auto campaign, Amazon auto campaign, and they never check it. They don't know that they spend a lot of money for words, for keywords that are actually are not converting. And there are lots of words that they don't know that are converting, and they are not using those words. And it's a shame. I mean, so many words that you never thought that can convert buyers to purchase your product. And yet they didn't use it on the search terms in the back office of your listing. And and other words that you do use in the search terms, which are not converting, and yet you spend money on them on PPC. So it's always a good idea to go over auto campaigns and exclude words, or even build your own campaigns and exclude the words that are not converting and include words that do convert.
And we also utilize the automatic campaigns that Amazon lets you use to see what Amazon thinks about the products, and if that generates keywords that we haven't thought of. So the automatic campaign is the purpose behind that is to discover new keywords around the product which are effective. Obviously this is a balancing act, because we need to find the most relevant keywords as quickly as possible. We don't want to be wasting money on keywords which aren't effective or which are irrelevant. So having that balance and killing off the ineffective keywords as quickly as possible where the decision feels right is very much part of our initial strategy for launching a product on Amazon. As we move further along and get a bit of sales history, we turn the automatic campaigns, we pick out the best performing keywords, put them into broad campaigns and exact match campaigns. The broad match campaign, again, part of that, the reason that is to discover if there's any more keywords around that main phrase that are also very effective. So again, it's about keyword discovery and trying to get find the best performing keywords, and then moving them into exact match keywords is to improve the efficiency of the advertising, so reducing the amount of money that we're spending on the advertising to make the product more profitable in the medium term.
In the context of something, I mean, this is going to work across different PPC platforms. There's a similar, path there, but as an example, like in the Amazon space, for instance, we'll set up advertising, pay-per-click advertising campaigns, and we'll run the advertising campaign sometimes for a couple weeks, a few weeks, and the data that we get back from the advertising reports includes what is the specific search terminology that shoppers used in order to search for the product you sell, find the product you sell, and potentially purchase the product you sell. And what that's giving you is kind of a path as far as like what kind of terminology do people tend to gravitate to your product listing as well as actually purchase your product. It teaches you more about some of the word variations that shoppers use when they're thinking about your product. One of the things I commonly say to my students is most of us sell products not because we're passionate about the product and the audience. It's more of a case of it's an opportunity. Like, hey, I can get that product at the right price. There's a blue ocean where nobody else is really selling that product, or there's a lot of money in that product. We don't usually say like, well, I believe in saving the world through this product. It's usually more of a case of that's going to make me money. Let me go ahead and source that and sell that. And a lot of times we don't know the audience intimately like we should. And we have, one of the best ways to find that is using the pay-per-click advertising in order to find out what are the words that shoppers are using to find me, to find my product.